Hello everyone, I'm Asha Brown from We Are Diabetes. Welcome to Real Recovery Talk. Today I want to talk about what we do and what we should strive to do when a meal goes bad, whether it was not satisfying, it didn't turn out right. How do we handle that sort of situation without resorting to eating disorder symptoms? So a little story, a couple weeks ago, I tried a new breakfast. I tried avocado slices on my gluten-free toast. And unfortunately, the avocado was not ripe enough, and I was much too liberal with my salt sprinkling on the toast. And at the first bite, I knew that this was going to be terrible. Unfortunately, I'd already pre-bolused, and I did not have time to create something else without risking my blood sugars dropping really, really low. So I had to eat it. And afterwards, I was very crabby and unsatisfied. It just wasn't good. And normally, I make really good breakfasts that I really like and feel great afterwards. So although my stomach was full because I'd eaten, I didn't feel full emotionally the way I normally do. And that led me to think about this very type of situation and when I would face it when I was struggling with my eating disorder. And so I want to talk about that today. So when I was letting my eating disorder be in control, this type of event would have triggered me to reach for more food since I had felt unsatisfied and that meal had gone wrong and I was crabby. That typically would have sent me into reaching for more food, which then would have spiraled me into probably an all-day binge or even a 2 or 3 day binge cycle because of one meal going bad. And I wanted to satisfy something emotionally that I didn't get from that meal. Obviously, this doesn't fix or resolve the situation at all, but that was what would happen when my eating disorder was in control. So how did I handle this now in comparison to then? So first, I mentally acknowledged to myself that this meal sucked. This avocado on toast thing didn't work out for me. Maybe I'll try it another time and be a little careful, make sure the avocado is more ripe, but for now, nope, not gonna do it. And then I move on. I will make an extra effort to carefully choose my next meal or snack and make sure that it's something that I know that I love to eat, something that really satisfies me, in order to remind myself that most of the time, eating is an enjoyable and a nourishing act of self-care in our lives, and we need to treat it as such. As type 1 diabetics, we're not always going to be able to enjoy every single thing that we eat. We don't have the luxury of putting a low blood sugar on pause. Wouldn't that be great? For us to run into the kitchen or get home wherever we are and make the perfect meal or snack to deal with that low. We don't have that luxury. So sometimes we just have to eat something to resolve the issue and move on. And this can create resentment and frustration, and it can definitely be triggering for someone who's struggling with an eating disorder. My best advice to someone who is currently struggling with this situation is to take a step back and look at the whole picture. It's one meal, and it didn't go well. Make an extra effort at your next meal or your snack to choose something that you know you love the taste of, something that you know satisfies you. Don't let one bad meal or bad food situation ruin your entire day and throw off all of your recovery efforts. It's not worth it. It's one meal. It's not going to rock the boat.